What's up? What's up? What's up? It is Goal Call Monday. Jackie here, co-founder of Plant Chicks, and normally we do Goal Call around noon. It's 6 p.m. We're doing something a little different this Goal Call Monday, or I'm doing something a little bit different. So if you notice, I'm in a little bit different of a background. I've been here like the past couple Goal Calls, and I'm still in Georgia, still helping out with my mom. She is doing wonderfully. And I'm telling you, my sister, myself, and my mom are having an incredible time. She had two doctor's appointments today, and the three of us were laughing hysterically. We had everyone rolling on the floor laughing because all we do is joke around. And I mean, it's so funny. We're joking around. I'm like, we need to stop because we're going to get called for elder abuse. And we're like, there's no abuse going on whatsoever. Say hi when you're here. It's Full Call Monday. And we're just having so much fun. We are getting a lot done. My mom is getting ready to move from the Athens, Georgia area to Las Vegas, which is where my sister lives. And we've got so much to do at the house, and it's very overwhelming. So we are trying to bring as much fun and laughter into this as possible. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about what systems do you have in place for these big, crazy, amazing goals that you have. And the reason I want to talk about this, and as we're talking about this, please make this as interactive as possible. Like write in, say hello, write out what your goals are for the week, because the more that we can really focus on our goals and like look at our goals, the more likely we're going to achieve them, right? But my mom and my sister and I, we are reading Atomic Habits by James Clear. Marcia and I absolutely love, 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 love this book. And by the way, Marcia says hello. We're like texting back and forth and talking and stuff all the time. And we're actually going to talk tomorrow. We haven't spoken on the phone in a long time, which is weird because we normally talk like multiple times a day. And hello, I can't see who you are on Facebook, so say who you are. Anyway, she misses you guys. She's having so much fun, and she's doing amazing things. But anyway, I'll give some more stuff about her in our newsletter next week, because I know you guys are dying to know what she's doing. And please follow her on her Lucy, yay! Hello. Please follow Marcia on her personal Instagram at Marcia Prince, because she's posting some amazing stories and reels and all kinds of fun things about all the amazing things that she's doing. But back to Goal Call. So Atomic Habits by James Clear. Y'all, this is such a good book. I've read it a couple times in Kindle. I have it in Audible. But then my sister and I were shopping, and we were in Target, like looking for lotion. I may have said this on another live, like everything is totally like going together, and I can't remember what I've said where. But this book was like in the lotion section. There were no other books or anything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Steph, have you read this book? And she hadn't. She's like, well, maybe we should get it because it's right here. And you know what? There are no coincidences. So we took it as a sign, and we ended up getting this book. And we're literally reading this together. I'm reading it out loud like a teacher, and we're reading it for bedtime stories, and it's amazing. But one of the things that he says early on in the chapters is we need to stop focusing so much on goals. And this might come as a shocker to you guys, because we are here every week in, week out. We talk about Goal Call Monday. What are your goals? What do you want to accomplish? Listen, goals are amazing, but if you do not have good systems in place, then once you reach your goal, you can lose all that oomph and that drive that you had once you have obtained that goal. So it's crucial that you have a good foundation in place. Let me give you an example of this. So a lot of you know, like the reason I met Marcia, I hired her as my coach, and I did a fitness competition, right? And for this fitness competition, I knew I was getting on a bikini, and I was going to be like half naked on stage, and I had to clean up the way I was eating, and I also had to work out a lot harder than what I'd been doing. I'd always worked out. Like working out is something that brings me joy. It like helps me manage my emotions. So it's just working out is something that it's very, very natural for me. But I was working out harder than I normally do. But when I accomplished my goal of getting on stage and doing that fitness competition, like I had a very structured routine to my day for like a solid 9 months. Solid 9 months. I'd wake up, I'd be in the gym by like 6:15, 6:30, and I would be lifting weights. Like I would see the same people in the gym, and we got to know each other because I was consistently there. Like they would be in shock if I wasn't there. The only reason I wouldn't be there is if I was traveling, because I traveled a lot at this time. But even when I was traveling, I would get my workout in first thing in the morning, or if I was working and like if I was flying and then I had to, like I would get it in the evening if I couldn't get it in because I had an early flight or something. I hope you're following me. So I had a huge goal, and I knew that I had to like live this certain lifestyle and do these things: working out, eating healthy, drinking water, not eating sugar very much, and like just cleaning up everything, tightening everything up. Well, once I did my competition, I literally went through like a depression afterwards because I was like, I didn't have this big crazy goal anymore. I didn't get up at 6 a.m. and I wasn't in the gym by like 6:10, 6:15. I wasn't as rigid as I was with my workouts. I started skipping workouts. I went through this like almost depression. And now I want to compare this. Like when you have really good systems in place, I'm going to compare this to my sobriety, right? I just celebrated 10 years being sober yesterday, which is huge, like double digits. That's huge. I remember 10 years ago, or 10 years and a day ago, when I came into the program and I'd hear people with 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, a year. And then 10 years, I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to be that person. And here I am. I'm that person. It's the craziest thing. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very excited about that. But here's the difference. Like I had this big goal. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to have 10 years. I can't wait to have double digits. I can't wait. Like it was like this big, huge thing. And I also had this healthy fear because I had heard so many people relapse after they've got lots of time, 10 years, 15, 30 years, and people are relapsing. I almost thought that you have like this safety panel or like safety net on you that you don't relapse when you've got all this time sober. But it happens, unfortunately, quite a bit. But what I've done, because I have a really solid foundation of how I work my recovery and the people I'm in contact with and the way that I talk about it all the time, like these things help keep me sober. And I've got really strong systems in place. And now that I'm 10 years in a day, just like I did my fitness competition and I was a day past my fitness competition. That after the fitness competition, I was in this low. I had like a depression. It was not fun. And that lasted for a while. But now I'm 10 years in a day. I literally got a text from a girlfriend. She's like, you're going into your 11th year. How you doing? Yeah. Like it was really cute. But I mean, I feel as good as I did when I had 9 years, just be like right before 10 years. And then yesterday was so much fun. And I still need to get back with a lot of messages and everything. But that was amazing. And today is just as amazing. So my point is I built I had a solid foundation with respect to my sobriety and my recovery and how I work that, right? And now I also like I'm in this environment. I'm in Georgia. I'm not in my home. I don't have my kitchen. I don't have all my kitchen appliances. I I am actually doing the grocery shopping, so the control freak of me is loving it because I'm able to get the foods that I want. I'm able to prepare the meals. Like my brother's laughing because I'm cooking. And you guys know me as Jackie the plant chick. You guys don't know me as Jackie, my sister's younger sister and my brother's older sister who didn't cook, who got yelled at when I was in the kitchen because I messed up toast. Like I was horrible in the kitchen. And my brother is cracking up. My brother, by the way, is a chef, but he's cracking up that I'm actually the one that's cooking all the meals for the family. Like he's dying laughing. But anyway, I have some really good systems in place now that I'm a plant chick and I'm out of my natural environment. So I'm still, for the most part, staying in my groove, staying in my routine. I wake up like I'm staying up way too late. So I've got to work on that. But I need to really focus on my sleep this week. This is going to be one of my goals. I need to get into my routine because I have a whole routine. I've got to wake up early, pull my mom's antibiotic out of the refrigerator. It's got to cool down for like 20 or like 30 minutes, actually. But while it's cooling down, I actually do my meditation. So then I get one of my two meditations in right there in the morning, infuse my mom with her antibiotic. That's when I need to get outside right after that. Like I have a whole morning routine of things that I do. My exercise hasn't been as on point as what it is. My nutrition has been pretty good, but there's ways for me to improve. But I still have these really, really good systems in place for my overall lifestyle. So here, this is my question to you. What systems do you have in place? Like, what are your goals? What are your goals for this week? And then I want you to backtrack and I want you to think. And I'd love it if you would write these out in comments. And I want you to think, what systems do you have in place? Someone, maybe on Instagram last week, she wanted to drink more water. So, what systems could you have in place? Like, say you're wanting to drink a gallon of water a day. So, if you want to drink a gallon of water, go to Amazon and look for like water bottles that measure your water consumption. And they've got some really, really cool. You can even head to our Plant Chicks Amazon page and you can see the water bottles because there's some really cool water bottles. And it's like a gallon size water bottle. You can get any size that you want. And it has different times that are marked on your water bottle. And you'll drink down to that much. Like by 9 o'clock, you should have this much. By noon, you should have this much. By like it has different times listed. And then that's one system that you can have in place. You can have this amazing water bottle that's going to help you get in your water intake. So that's if you have you want to increase your water intake. Maybe you want to eat more plants. You know what you could do is you could actually download our plant tracker, plantchicks.com/plant tracker. I need to sneeze. Oh, I need to sneeze. It's not going to happen. Oh, it really tickles. Anyway, so if you want to eat more plants, our plant tracker is a really good way to gamify getting in more plants into your diet. I love using our plant tracker because the plant tracker, whenever I am tracking my plants, if I go out to eat or if I go grocery shopping and I'm tracking the number of plants that I'm eating, then I will purposefully choose something else either on the menu that I wouldn't normally eat because it has a different plant that I haven't had yet, or I will pick something different in the grocery store because I have like some of my favorite go-tos. Like I posted on Plant Chicks the other day, like my mom's favorite Plant Chicks picks. So you'll have to check that out. But like I have like these normal foods that I go to in the produce section that if I'm tracking the number of plants or I want to better diversify my gut microbiome, I'm going to be more cognizant. I'm going to choose different plants in the produce section. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, I cannot wait to hear what your goals are this week. But most importantly, I really encourage you to get those systems in place. And if you want to learn more about these systems, maybe I'll have to write a newsletter on it. Let me know if that'd be of interest to you. But this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear, we cannot recommend it enough. It's so, so good. And you can even ask my sister and my mom how they like it. They'll give you their true, full, like their truth. But let me tell you, we're having some really good discussions about this. So really recommend Atomic Habits by James Clear. And think about what systems you have in place because those systems are going to help you realize your goals and they're going to help you make these sustainable lifestyle changes. And that's what the key is. A lot of you come to us because you want weight loss. You've got to get some really, really good systems in place so that you can like create and like minimize your inflammation because you got to know why you want to do it. It's got to be strong. Maybe we'll talk about that another time. but you've got to know why you want to do this, and that why has got to be super, super strong, and it's got to be strong enough and powerful enough that will help you make different decisions than what you've currently been doing. Because what's the definition of insanity? And I promise I'm wrapping it up. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing and expecting different results. So if you want to lose weight, if you want to feel better, but you keep doing the same actions, if you keep eating sugar, you keep going to bed late, that's what I'm doing right now. If you keep doing these things, but you want to feel better, you want to have more energy, you want to lose weight, you've got to change some of your normal routine, because what you do consistently is who you are. Like I can eat I can eat a salad today, but that salad today is not going to hold me over until next week. We have to do these things consistently. Healthy habits consistently. Scrolling on social media, it's not going to get you healthier. It's going to bring you down. We want to elevate the mood. Elevate your mood, put yourself first, choose you because you are worth it. And I want to hear your systems that you've got in place. Thanks, James Clear, for reminding me about that in Atomic Habits. All right, y'all have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. And I'm going to head over to Instagram now. Bye for now.